Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm making this video today because I'm going to do an unboxing of my new Plum Paper Planner. I've been waiting for this since probably the beginning of January. I think I ordered it. I think the whole time around it was about 2 weeks. And it took about a week in shipping. I did the completely customizable one. I didn't do one of their ready to ship planners. This is a little bit of a higher price point than I have spent on planners in the past. For the past several years, I've used the on-the-go planner by the Well Planned Gal. I've also used her homeschool planner. The homeschool planner just didn't really work for me, mostly because I follow BJU's schedule. And so I didn't really need to put what we were doing in subjects for that day. Pretty much the only thing that I have to plan is what we use with our ATI curriculum, as well as, our character training and stuff like that. So that one didn't work. My husband got me this one, not this particular one, but the first one I'd gotten. And this one had worked really good for me because it has the monthly, but it also has, spaces for notes. It has the Jonathan Edwards resolutions. It has places for me to put notes, a budget, and then it also has the weekly where I have a place to put what I'm doing during that day, and then kind of a scheduled, and then a place for dinner. This year, just things, I've kind of just wanted something different. So I kind of ventured out because, I did still have 6 months left in this planner, but I wanted something different. So I ventured out in a few of my homeschool groups. I asked for people's suggestions, and all in all, people suggested Plum Paper. Like I said, the price point is a lot different for me. This planner, I usually get it for, I think it's like $23, but I get it with the discount, and I think I end up paying $20 with shipping. And so this planner actually cost me about $50. And so that is a big price point difference for me. But the reason that I was willing to take the plunge, and my husband was willing to let me take the plunge on such a bigger price point, was the customization. I was able to completely customize this. So I haven't opened this. It's completely sealed. And I'm really excited. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to open this so that I could see what I designed on the website. It let me pick my cover. It let me put my name on it and all of that. So I'm super excited. Okay. Some stickers. And here we go. Oh my, this is the perfect size. This is exactly the size that I wanted. You can see that it's a little bit bigger than my on-the-go planner, which I'm super excited about. I really like the way that they have this packaged. I also love the wire coiling. It's just going to work so much better, and it's also got that kind of plastic laminated cover. So I was able to put my name on this. I put the year that this is for, because this is going to go into December of this year, and then I'll order a new one. So I'm really thrilled with how they packed it. And like I said, I was able to choose my cover completely. This is the one I picked. Lime green is my favorite color, and so I was thrilled to have the lime green throughout it. And so like I said, there's different styles that you can. Hey friends, so we're back with another angle of the planner here. So I wanted to show you the cover one more time. I know I showed it on the unboxing, but it has two kind of separate things here. So it's got the protector, but then it's also got the cover. And the cover, it isn't paper. It's almost a plasticky type material that is, you can't rip it or break it, and that's really nice. So this planner is a 7x9. They have 3 different sizes. They have a 5 by 8, a 5.8 by 8 by 3, and then the 7x9, which is what I have here, which you can see my hand. It's a good size planner. And then they also have the 8.5 by 11. The 8.5 by 11 is just too big for me in particular. This is big enough that I can throw it in my purse and take it along with me. The 8.5 by 11 just wouldn't work, and the 5 0.8 by 8 by 3 would just be too small. So this planner starts at $32. And there's over 30 different layouts. You can do, you know, like a vertical week, you can do monthly, you can do horizontal. And so this is the MAE is the one that I chose. And the reason I chose this is just because of the weekly layout. I really like it, and it also has the monthly. So we've got the yearly calendar. We have some special dates in here. I really like the colors. The paper in this is really good. It's like a thick, buttery type of material. It's not too thin, but it's also not obnoxiously thick. And it doesn't bleed through as far as I can tell. It is a special blend that only Plum Paper has, and it's made by a company called Mohawk, and the paper is actually milled in the United States. And that's another thing about this company that I really enjoyed, was that they make their products local in the U.S. So this page is for ideas, goals, and plans, and so these ones you can't customize what these say. They have these empty for you. And then we go into the January. So in the January, we've got a goals page, a monthly highlight where you can do 3 different goals. You can write birthdays, events, things to remember. And then you have a general notes page. This is something that I'm going to discuss here in a minute when I get towards the end of January about the add-ons. So as we go into our monthly, this is not a customizable page. It just comes, this is the way. And so you've got a nice little list here of things that you can write the next month coming up. Typically what I'll use this for is at the top here, you can see that I'll put kind of some things that are going to happen. And then usually towards the bottom of the month, I'll write my meal plan. Because I had already done my meal plan in my other calendar, I didn't go ahead and do it this time. But maybe at a later date I'll show that. So then we'll go into the weekly. I'm actually going to go to where I've used the planner to show you how I use the planner. So this is this week, and you can see that it's already gotten some love over here. It's got a little bit of coffee spilt on it, and this is where a lot of your customization happens. To customize these boxes here, that was a $4 charge, and for me that's worth it for me to not have to write in these. I just think it looks so much more professional. And so what I chose is a to-do list at the top. So that way, I mean, I have a binder that tells me what I need to do for the day, but sometimes I want to break it down a little more specific. Like Monday is my kitchen day, which I did write above the Monday. But sometimes I have specific things in that room that I want to do, and I want to have a space to do that. The second section that you can see here, it's ATI lesson. ATI is a curriculum that we use along with BJU. It is for the wisdom booklets. And what I do is I go through here and I'm writing down what we're going to be working on that week. So we're working on wisdom booklet number 6, and we're going to go into the history resource, which is right here. So I have the history resource written down, and that we're going to read pages 19 through 21. So this week we're going to be learning about Adam Clark, and then I'll also write in there some questions that I want to go with the lesson during that day. I'm going to put in here that we watched basic seminar number 6 and have a check mark by that. And what I'll do is I'll kind of mark off what I'm getting done throughout that day. And then underneath it, I have character. We're trying, our goal this year is to focus a lot more on character development. I don't want to make myself sound like we've got it all together and we're doing great on this, because this is something that we're actively trying to work on doing better about, not just for our kids' sake, but for our own as well. So this week we're going to work on contentment. Last week we were working on deference, but really you can't have deference without having contentment. So we decided to go ahead and do contentment. And so then on here I will write, we usually, I'm going to start doing the contentment at lunchtime, and we do the ATI lesson at breakfast, because Dad is usually with us at breakfast. So I will put down, what are we doing? So This first point here, it says review on Gil's sermon. We listened to a sermon by Mr. Gil Bates yesterday, The High Price of a Sensual Girl, and it went over the different types of girls and how our attitudes really correspond with the men that we attract to marry. And so I write some questions down here of what I want to go over from that. And then the scripture that goes with contentment. Now, these are things that I looked up on iblp.org. And then I have different things planned throughout the week. Like we're going to learn about Fanny Crosby. If you're unfamiliar with Fanny Crosby, I suggest you look into her. It's a really, really great story. And just planning throughout that. Now, I did all this planning last night before bed, and that's my goal, is to either get it done on Saturday or Sunday. And so then on the bottom, I put a meal plan section. It has 3 dots. It's perfect for me to put my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did plan for a few days. Obviously, these two don't have the dinners because I didn't have my old planner handy and I didn't know what I had already planned. So I planned my breakfasts and my lunches at least. And then over here to the side, this is also another area that you can customize. It's a groceries list is what I chose. I like to do a lot of Walmart grocery pickup. And we actually just went to Sam's Club yesterday and we got a little more things than I probably would have. So we're going to have pretty bare bones Walmart pickup this week. Then on the bottom, I did a prayer box. Like I said, you can make this what you would like. For $4, you can customize all of this. I chose prayer because I want to write down what I need to remember to pray for, not only just for myself, but things that others have asked me. Our old church, our pastor, he did a sermon on if you tell somebody you are going to pray for them, you better really pray for them because otherwise you're bearing false witness. And that, really stood out to me. So this is kind of how I'm using my weekly, and here is a blank slate. So this is what it looks like before I use it. Now, towards the end here, I have more note pages. Now, if you do not add this on, you will not have that. This is a $2 add-on, and you can do, it's a $2 add-on for what I did. I did the 2 sheets, and you can get up to 6 pages if you need that, and then there'll be 6 pages at the end of every single month. They're dispersed pages is what they're called. So after the dispersed pages, I did also the shopping list. It was a $2 add-on for a double-sided shopping list at the end of each month, and this is just good for, this is a good space for a 2-week grocery list and a 2-week grocery list. So I really, really liked that. And then I can check off as I get it listed. So then I did also a to-do list add-on. Once again, a double-sided sheet, $2 add-on. This is going to be the same in every single month. So if we go into the February, it's going to look the exact same except for this. I'll talk about this here in a minute, why this looks different. So we've got the weeklies, we've got the note pages, the shopping list, the to-do list, and then we go to the next month. They have, at least 100 different add-ons that you can do. They have, things for business, education, household, lifestyle. There was so many selections. This is just what I chose. So to take a minute from the add-ons, these stickers, you can see that this looks different than this. This is plain. This is really decorated. So this is actually from a sticker pack that is for their subscription service. You can get a pack of stickers for your month, every month for $10 a month. And there's various stickers that you can put in throughout the month. They've got these numbers on here. I am not a perfectionist, so you can see that some of these are crooked. And it just kind of makes it pop a little bit more. I don't know that I'll keep it, but I got the first one for free, so it was pretty cool in my opinion. So now that I talked about the add-ons on the monthlies, I want to go into the back of my planner. So we'll finish December here. And this is another add-on that you can do. And these are called add-on sections. The other ones were dispersed add-on pages. This is an add-on section. So we had a baby at the end of August. And I was really intrigued with this baby section. And it's like a little baby book. It has all these really cool pages. And then it also has like a growth tracker and then like a memory section like for that month. And it's for a year. And obviously my baby's 5 months old already, so I'm late to the game. But this is going to be super cool. It's kind of like a baby book in my planner. This is my 4th child, and I think that if you have more than 2 or 3 kids, you can really relate to the fact that you make that first or maybe even second baby book for your child, and then the 3rd and 4th and 5th one rolls along and you're really, really busy and it's hard to do. So having this here is going to be so nice to be able to write things down for Caleb. And this was a $4.50 add-on because, like I said, it's a section and it has a good amount of pages here. At the end, it does have a thing for doctor's visits and important contact informations for like his doctors and stuff like that. So then here is the second one that I chose to do. I mentioned earlier that we're a homeschool family. Most of the people who are watching this video know me personally, but maybe there will be a day where you don't know me. So we are a homeschool family. And a lot of times homeschool planners have things that regular planners don't have. So this was also a $4.50 add-on. And it's meant to be for one child, but I'm going to utilize it for the entire family. So it's got a cool, goal sheet, the year in the glance, if you want to have specific things planned or tests or whatnot. And then great classroom resources. We use BJU, and there's times where the teachers will tell our children, oh, you can get extra points if you read this book. And so my kids will come down and they'll be really, really excited. And they'll tell me, oh, Mrs. Walker wanted me to get this book, and then I forget all about it. But now I have a place that I can write it down. So then there's also some supplies if I run out. An attendance record. We're in Illinois, which it's a pretty low regulatory state, so I don't usually have problems with anything like this, but I do like the thought of keeping track just in case the political climate changes, homeschool regulations change. I have that recorded. And then we've also got some reading logs, extracurricular activities, grading. I already have a grader, but that's kind of fun to just have those few pages that I can maybe write really great test scores that Dad and I want to reward. There's also a field trip log, and then we get to the end where we're going to have what would come standard at the end of your planner, and there's a dot chart page, a couple of those. And then we've got a password tracker, which I don't know who would put their passwords in their planner. I would never do that, but you never know. And then we also have a contact sheet, holiday sheet. That's pretty convenient because I never remember the next year. And then there's these cool pocket planners, which holds the stickers. So this is the February sticker kit, what I haven't used. And like I said, I got all of these for what would be $10. And so, it's pretty cool. I don't know that I'll continue to get it, but it's still a super cool service that they have. They also have things where you can put like a pen holder on the front of the planner. They have cool paper clips that you can clip together. I may invest in some of those as time goes on. But for now, I really like this. So, like I said, I am just thrilled to death. I love this metal coil because I tend to be really, really hard on my planners. So, this is my new brain, as I like to call it, and I'm super duper thrilled. So I hope that this addressed any questions that you might have. I'm really thrilled with this. I have no doubt in my mind with all of the options and selections that I have that I will continue to use these planners yearly. I may make another video as I, get better at using this planner, how I utilize it for schooling and meal planning and all those kinds of things. But for now, I'm really grateful to have just been able to show you the inside of the planner. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any comments or questions. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit subscribe. Have a great day, guys.